everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. It's Monday, which means we got brand new AKA Icons cards in the game in today's video. We're going to cover the brand new content and everything else going on right now in MUT 25, including leaks for the upcoming free agency program. Let's start the video by taking a look at the entire content schedule for the week. A lot to go over here. We're going to start at the very top. One GMM show this week on March 12th, which is going to be Wednesday, and it's not until 7 p.m. Eastern time, which more than likely means that's going to be a big reveal stream for part 2 of the Team of the Year program. So today we got AKA Icons, Tuesday we got nothing, Wednesday Roster Revolution, and I'm going to assume that the NFL free agency promo is either dropping on Wednesday or Thursday. Really unsure on this one. If only EA would put dates on the schedule, that would be incredibly helpful, but it looks like sometime between Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be getting Roster Revolution, NFL free agency, part 2 of the Team of the Year program, and Redux cards. I'm assuming it's going to be a large group of 96 overall Redux cards, probably from like the Super Bowl promo, the original drops of Roster Revolution. There's a few AKA Icons cards in there, of course Legends, but I think the majority of the cards people are going to want are those Super Bowl cards like Ronnie Lott and Cooper DeJean. I'm assuming the Emmitt Smith and Reggie White cards and Devin McCourty that were like extremely overpriced when they first came out are all going to be on that list. And of course, we're going to round out the week with Ultimate Legends, which we have leaks for those as well, but let's talk about it. First up, free agency promo leak. So here are going to be all of your lower overall elites. I'm not going to take the time out here to point out each individual player. I'll let you guys do that for yourself. You guys can point out the ones that might look interesting to you. We have 4 different pictures, if you will, of different free agency leaks. Here's the next one up. I'm assuming these are going to be like the hero level cards, which should be 94, potentially 95 overall players. Some of them that stand out. Bottom right, Hassan Reddick there, who signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers today. Upper left, far from the left going to the right, the second one over there, you got Justin Fields, brand new QB1 for the New York Jets. So again, these should be the hero level rewards or cards for the free agency program. The next picture, these look like the champion level cards, which should be 97 overalls. We got Sam Darnold there, the newest quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. Javon Hollins on the list, Chris Godwin, who read up with the Buccaneers. Najee Harris is on here. I think overall kind of a weak list of players, but we'll be curious to see what abilities these cards get, and are they going to do the thing where they get 32 team chems, or are they going to save that for some special players like the LTDs? And speaking of LTDs, Eagles team getting taxed once again, as we have Josh Sweat, the newest Arizona Cardinal, and then Zach Ertz on the far right there, Stephon Diggs and Talanoa Hufanga also going to be LTDs. These should be 98 overall cards, and again, in the past with the free agency program, they either had like a welcome pack player or the LTDs, or just special cards get all 32 team chems. So we'll see how that all works out. I'm guessing, again, that we'll find that information out on GMM if the program launches on Thursday with part 2 of Team of the Year. If not, it might be coming out Wednesday, but we'll have videos covering all of this information that you need to know about it. And then finally, we do have leaks for the legend cards dropping this weekend as well. So Jake Plummer is going to be your 98 overall LTD, and the 97 overall champions we have, I think he's a left or right tackle, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's going to be Lincoln Kennedy there in the middle. And then on the far right, a brand new name. We've never seen this legend in the game before, Carnell Lake. I'm not familiar with him. I don't really remember him, but he played for the Steelers, the Ravens, and I think the Cardinals were one of the other teams. Looks like he's 6'1" and played cornerback. So we'll see how the attributes and obviously the discounted abilities look on these cards, but those are going to be your 3 ultimate legends for this weekend. So let's go ahead and go over the brand new content that came out today for AKA Icons. Remember, no solo challenges with this program. You're just going to have a field pass, and the field pass rewards are going to give you tokens in which you can exchange once you collect 30 of them for a free champion level card of your choice. And the cards that came out today, I feel like they were getting unnecessary hate on Twitter last night after they were revealed. We'll take a look at all of the attributes and abilities here in a moment, but they look like some pretty solid cards. Now with the AKA Icons field pass, you're going to need to earn XP, and every time you hit a brand new level, you're going to get your choice of either a lower overall AKA Icons card or a token once you collect 30 of those tokens. So basically, once you get to level 30, you can trade those in for a free champion. And as you can see now, this field pass goes all the way up to level 46. So we're like halfway there to a second free AKA Icons card of your choice at the champion level. In order to earn XP within this field pass, you're going to need to play in the AKA Icono Clash. Now, the first 5 games that you play every single week, which resets on Monday, you're going to earn 350 XP for each win. That's going to go towards that reward path. After that, you still get XP. It's just going to be a smaller amount, which means more games need to be played to kind of advance through that field pass. But the easiest way to get to this solo seasons game mode is within the field pass. You can go right to AKA Icono Clash, or you can go to your solo seasons menu on the play tab there and find it. Basically, play it, win it, keep doing it over and over again, and then once you get those 30 tokens, you can exchange them for a free champion. Once you get those 30 tokens, you would head on over to item sets, use your program filter to AKA Icons, and here it is, the 95 to 97 overall fantasy pack. So it's going to give your choice of all of the champions that have come out thus far, including the 297s that came out today. I do think both of these cards are really good, and if you feel like when we go over them, either of those cards are an upgrade from positions that you have right now, or they could help your team, it wouldn't be a bad idea to exchange those 30 tokens on either of the 2 new cards that came out today. With that being said, I will likely continue to hang on to mine. I mean, I'm not even at 30 just now, but if I did have 30, I would continue to hang on to them and just kind of wait and see what other cards we might get from this program. But this is the first week of probably 3 or 4 weeks where we're going to see 97 overall champions from AKA Icons and everything else that follows. So the set requirements have been updated since last week. This time around, you're going to need 394 overall AKA Icon hero cards, and then 2 additional 94 to 95 overall cards from any other promo. 5 cards go into the set. In return, you're going to get the champion of your choice, and the 2 featured players this week from the item sets are going to be Eagles legend Javon Hargrave and then Tucker Kraft. So 2 really good cards in my opinion. Now remember, with this one, Javon Hargrave is the vintage player of the week, so he's not only going to have the 97 overall champion, but he also has a 98 overall LTD, which is based off of his AKA card from last year. 88 speed, 93 acceleration, 94 strength. I feel like this card gives you a really nice combination of speed and strength. Block shed is totally maxed out at 99, finesse move 98, power move 93. We'll have to wait and see how expensive this card ends up being. And as far as the abilities go, with the discounts, he's going to get Relentless for 0 AP, goal line stuff, which is kind of useless to me, for 0 AP, double or nothing for 1, and under pressure for 0. So it looks like to me with these buckets, they didn't really do him any favors with the discounts. Now, if you go back and look at some of the other tier 2, 3, and 4 buckets, there are a bunch of discounted abilities, like you can still get double or nothing for 1 AP here. Secure Tackler is going to cost you 1 AP. The most important one to me is Inside Stuff. You would have to pay the 1 AP for that one as well. So unfortunate that he didn't get better discounted abilities. I would definitely recommend Inside Stuff. I'd probably put Relentless on there for 0 AP. And then if you want to go Under Pressure for 0 or spend an additional 1 AP on double or nothing, that would probably be the route. With that being said, I don't think this card, because of abilities, is any better than the 97 overall Chris Jones that came out from the Team of the Year program. So I'm not going to spend any coin on this one, even though he does fit my theme team. I'm just not a fan of the abilities. And the non-LTD, the set card here, is going to be a little bit less when it comes to the attributes. I mean, he's still got 86 speed and 92 strength, block shed 98, finesse move 97, power move 92. Again, attributes really good. If he fits your theme team, this card should be fairly affordable for most. Maybe we add him as DT number 2 in this situation. I'm just not going to overspend for the LTD, and the abilities are going to be the same, except you're going to plus 1 AP on most of them. So now you got Under Pressure, Relentless, and Goal Line Stuff for 1 AP. Double or Nothing becomes 2 AP. If you go back to the other discounts, you're still going to get Inside Stuff for 1 AP here, so that's cool. And one other thing I haven't really mentioned when we talk about these AKA content drops, you do have the AKA theme team, if you will, where if you're able to get up to 40 components, which, you know, it's ×2 for every single player, so you need 20 of these guys on your lineup. That's a bit overkill, but as the promo goes on, you might be able to get closer there. You do get the plus 1 speed. So all in all, I like the attributes on Hargrave, not a big fan of the abilities. And then when it comes to the Tucker Kraft card here, we have a few tight ends that are like 96, I think maybe 97 speed, but you got 6'5", 95 speed, still very good there. short route running 95, mid 94, run block 84, strength 85. That's the key here, because the majority of the tight ends who give you really good height and speed have very, very poor run blocking, like in the lower 70s. So this card can run block, run routes. He's tall, he's fast, really good catch rating. Now let's take a look at the abilities, though I don't think abilities are super important when it comes to tight ends, but for this one, you got grab and smash for one. Not really a fan of that. Matchup nightmare for one. Not a fan of that. Short and elite is definitely a W there for the 1 AP. That's probably the one ability I would recommend if you do run the ball a lot. He has good run blocking. He can be a receiving threat as well. 3 AP is a pretty hefty cost, but Vanguard is really, really good, again, if you like to run the ball, so I could see people paying for that. I think in totality, I would just recommend short and elite. And here's probably the best thing out of everything on this card. He has 88 trucking. He can get tank for 1 AP because it's an 87 trucking threshold there. So not only does he get a really good ability here, but also for the 1 AP, that's huge. So that makes this card that much better. I just recently added Vernon Davis on my main account, so I'm not going to rush to try this one out, but we might have to take a look maybe on the No Money Spent account at adding this card, price dependent, or we go through and play our solo seasons and use tokens to redeem that card for free, because I kind of want to try this one out with the short and elite and tank for a total of 2 AP. I feel like that would be a good combination. So if you're looking for a tight end, this is a really good looking card, but between me adding Vernon Davis and that Zach Ertz coming out very, very soon with the free agency promo, I'll probably have to sit that one out on this account. Let's close out the video with pack offers here. So again, the cards to me look pretty good. It's up to you if you want to spend any money on them with free agents and also part 2 of Team of the Year. These cards will probably drop in price in a couple days, so I think it's going to be smarter to, have some patience and hold off on buying these. But the $25 offer here, you're going to get 2 AKA Icons tokens, a 94 plus, 2 90 pluses, and then either a 94 plus or a 97. And as far as that 97 slot goes, 53% chance at pulling the high card in the pack, so it's not really giving you the greatest odds at that 98 overall Hargrave LTD, but like I said, that card lacks some really good ability, so if you were going after either of the 97s, this is going to be your best bet for the $25, but in my opinion, I would just hold off on this, unless the price is good right now, and those cards don't become too expensive. I would hold off and wait and see what they look like in a couple days with the launch of free agent program coming out, and then also part 2 of the Team of the Year, which looks like it's going to feature a bunch of good players. So that's all of the content for today. We'll be back with more videos tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day, of course. But thank you for watching this one. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.